A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
One more thing, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb. A Bridges paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it. Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives, but in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what. Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations, especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains. Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that antimatter bomb, especially when transporting it by a carrier or vehicle. Any irregularities should trigger an alarm. Don't ignore it.
Well, of course, this would be the optimal time to have zip lines in place, which means they will not be in place. And I think, for safety's sake, I'm not going to take a vehicle and jar this antimatter bomb all around. And we're going to head to the geologist first because he is actually closer.
Sam, so, Hartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death and extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab. Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCoy.
So let's go ahead and talk about Hartman. He is going through a perpetual cycle of 21 minutes of life, followed by 3 minutes of death, to search an infinite number of beaches, looking to be reunited with his wife and child. And that was actually one of the cooler cutscenes with them marching into the water. You can see I've constructed or fabricated a heating pad on my left shoulder, as well as some climbing gloves, because I do believe we have to crest that mountain directly ahead. Apparently somebody has decided to abandon their truck. And what is, there's something over here to the left. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Oh, that is a reverse trike that somebody has decided to leave behind, because they've probably realized that antimatter bomb plus reverse strike divided by mountain equals disaster. Slow going here, but with an antimatter bomb strapped to my back, I don't want to take the chance of sliding down the mountain. Actually, let's go ahead and consume some Monster Energy drink. I sure don't want to take the chance of losing my footing and sliding all the way down there, because that would be very bad. In fact, actually, I should probably find some nice high elevation and construct another zip line before we move beyond the edge of the chiral network. Let's take a moment and see how far we have to go. So, another 371 meters. And actually, before we go around this corner and out of line of sight, let's see if we're within range of that other zip line down below to facilitate easier transport in the future. And it looks like, wow, that's only 220 meters away. It looks much further because of the snow and the mountain. Wait, what is that sound? Is that thunder or... No, it is actually falling snow there to the left. Well, fuck me. So now we need to take this antimatter bomb over the top of this mountain while avoiding an avalanche. Is this a path up the side of the mountain that I've accidentally stumbled across? That would be quite beneficial if I'm able to just... It looks like it may be. Apparently, or hopefully... Yeah, look at that. So, luckily we've avoided the avalanche and... Oh no. That means timefall snow. And oh shit, I don't think I have any container repair spray with me. So I need to get moving, because what happens to an antimatter bomb when its container has been completely eroded by timefall snow? I certainly don't want to find out. Oh, and right there you can see it begins already. Container damage of the antimatter bomb as well as the chiralium medication. Let's go ahead and top off our stamina here before we continue on. At least so far, the visibility is okay, and we don't have to rely on just the odor deck to navigate forward. So, let's hope that that trend holds. Well, shit. Of course there's BTs, because again, why not? But I wonder if the BTs are down below in the ruins. So I wonder if I can just stay continuing my way either over the top of the mountain or around the side of the mountain, because I really don't want to face BTs while transporting an antimatter bomb. Wow, that didn't take long at all. Look, the antimatter bomb and the chiralium medication already have had their containers completely ruined. So that was super fast. I've never seen that happen at even close to that rate. And of course, visibility is now getting worse the closer I get to the geologist. So I need to use the odor deck once again to navigate, but I also need to pick up the pace and be careful that I don't slip, making my way around and down. But really, and of course, our battery is also getting much lower on the heating pad, so I really need to get a move on. Visibility is as poor as I have ever encountered in the game so far, at least outdoors. And actually we do need a drink. Thank you for reminding me. And thankfully we have the odor deck to guide our way, but now we have to balance speed and safety and time. Oh shit! Wow, that was incredibly lucky that I only fell that short distance. That was scary. That could have been. Imagine if I had made my way through the snow and the mountain and the storm and past the BTs just to slip and fall when I'm less than 100 meters away from my destination. I think we just have to risk it now and make our way down here. Oh, shit, that was not good. This is very sketchy indeed here, but I don't really have a choice because the battery on the thermal pad is almost completely run dry, and of course we are also nearing complete exhaustion, so I need to get to the geologist like right now. Wow, we have made it just barely to the geologist. The battery is almost completely gone on, I think that's the heating pad. I have to make my way down here. I'm not sure, though, that being beyond the mountains, that would have too much of an effect. But regardless, I want to go ahead and deliver this cargo and restock and resupply and maybe rest, because poor Sam here deserves a break. So let's go ahead and activate this terminal.
Delivering cargo.
Sam Bridges. Oh, thank God for that. I was worried you might not get here in time, but then I've done nothing but worry of late. I've been haunted by those visions you doom sufferers see. That end of days stuff. I put the nightmares down to fatigue. The possibility of chiral contamination never even occurred to me. It's just lucky we caught it before the suicidal stage. Dying's not an option. My research is nowhere near complete. It's not just my life you're saving here. It's my life's work. I started to wonder if I'd ever see these meds. I guess you really are good at what you do, huh? Thank you. Oh, yes. Right then. If you'd do the honors.
Nice sweater. What are you, in Starfleet?
And just like that, I'm part of the UCA, with access to a treasure trove of historical research materials. Studying this fossil beach should be a good deal easier now. Assuming I can prove once and for all that that's what it is. Honestly, though, I'm just excited I can finally share these findings with everyone. Can you believe I found chiral deposits in strata dating back 65.5 million years? Evidence of an ancient Death Stranding.
Chiral matter has existed on Earth since long before the dawn of man. This stratum is proof of that. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes caused frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotachylite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes. Extending the principle, Our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of corellium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered points of data. You've furthered our individual research projects and ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no telling what we might learn.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.